Hey, Mystic. Hey, well, today, how are you guys? Sorry, um, this setup process of doing this just on YouTube is a little different, so I'm making sure I've got everything in place. Um, YouTube, why don't you have a live dashboard? There it is. And Wapo Sanchez, hello. All right. Cool. Let's see how our audio is. And get Elite launching. That's the important part. Doing good. Really helps if I turn my headphones on. There we are. All right, guys, so we are trying out just the YouTube stream for today. So let me know if there are any technical hiccups. Let me know how your resolutions are. The stream should have full transcoding, unlike Twitch. Should be available from everything from 144p all the way up to 1440. It should also look better than Twitch because YouTube supports a higher bitrate. So let me know how we're doing on the tech side, because this is doing exclusive YouTube is not a thing we normally do, but I'm getting sick of what's happening with Twitch, so this may become the norm. Looks pretty crispy to me, so. Bennis lives ish. All right. First thing I want to check here, well, there's a couple things I want to check. All right, so we're looking at the carrier inventory, not the Type 11 right now. All right, 245 tons of platinum and 182 of painite. So no, I want to cancel. There needs to be an easier way out of this menu. So let's just say real quick that I wanted to excuse me. Let's just say that we wanted to make this trip. Ouch. 322 light years. That hurts. All right, that may not be a thing that we do then. That being the case, let's get back in the Type 11. By the way, guys, if you haven't watched my video on this ship, this is an expensive ship when it's going to come available for credits. Now that I can't freaking find it in my ship list. There it is. I wanted to look at the paint jobs last night on my Steam Deck, but it's just way too slow. Yeah, if you want to, nah, I can't, I don't have, there we go. If you want to purchase this thing when it comes available, this is a 70 million credit ship. This thing costs as much as a Python. Currently it's 20-second live, which is actually really funny because YouTube is set in every setting I can find for lowest latency. So that's just something we might have to live with. All right, paint jobs. I wanted to get maybe a better paint job for this thing. Problem is, it's so damn dark, it's hard to see. I need them to fix the lighting in carrier hangars. I like that demolition red. You guys will also notice this. This is... I don't know why they did this. I really don't. Anyways... I mean, you're right, of course. Well, today it's just okay. What is happening? Is that just not updating? It's not updating. Okay. Ah. All right, let's get in space. Who's not seen what this thing can do? Landing gear. Power to engines. Afterburners. Maximum impulse. Engage FSD. All right. P9 plat. There we are. That's a small plat hotspot. Do we have a bigger one? It's about the same size. All right, we'll try it. You definitely watched my vid. All right, business. So if you guys haven't seen what the Type 11 can do, it's a pretty impressive ship. The only thing holding it back from being an absolute beast is like more of a beast is the cargo capacity. Like this thing is seriously scary when it comes to mining. Which gasp, FDev made their mining ship good at mining, I know, but they really did a good job with this thing. Can you not hear voice tech? I'll fix that in a minute. All right. Crewman Ripley.
Ready and waiting.
Crewman Callisto.
Reporting.
Crewman Verity.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's all three of them. You guys should be able to hear them now. All right, let's find a rock. Yeah, I turned him down, Ben. Game audio has mysteriously disappeared. I know exactly what did that. All right, we should have all our audio sources straightened out. Verity. Crewman Verity.
Commander?
And yeah, we're good. All right, so let me just go ahead and... Now, here's a couple things that make this ship interesting, guys. One, we're going to deploy 14 collector limpets. Now, keep in mind that this mining volley repeater blasts off larger chunks than a regular mining laser can. So, this is one rock. We are currently empty. And now we just wait for the prospectors to do their work. We're already up to 20 tons of platinum. So watch, you'll get a sense of the size of the chunks that this thing can bring in if you watch the bars on the hopper or on the refinery. And we're done. So 1 medium rock, 27 tons of platinum, 3 tons of praseodymium, and 1 palladium. This thing has a huge refinery, and it also has the ability to pull in chunks that are much bigger than normal. So it's a little slower to strip a rock in terms of actually using your repeater here. And anybody wondering why I'm moving my fire, we tested this yesterday. You can shoot the limpets with this thing and destroy them, and you can destroy the chunks of rock with this thing. So yeah, let's just watch our refinery real quick. I'd probably ditch that gallite and the indite. Right? Yeah, this... This shit pulls in impressive amounts of minerals. You see how much bigger those rocks are. So yeah, other than the cargo size, like the 256, they've done a really ridiculous job with this thing. And as far as I know, there's nothing else that could take that mining repeater right now. If they do make it available for other ships, in fact, let's look at that. No notes yet on what else you can do with it. Like what other ships could potentially take it. I would love to put a couple of those on something and just strip mine the world, essentially. The 11 is a very unique ship. Give me a high density rocket, come on. Or give me garbage. Ugh. Those of you that are familiar with mining will also notice that I have my cargo scoop down, and I'm still able to do about 250 in this thing. Alright, what do we got? Samarium and platinum. That's a really low plat content. Where's what's Samarium worth? Don't have any, and I don't remember. Originally saving to get some stations custom names, but I'm not sure. Fair. Yeah, I'll take this one. I love the effect of this thing on the surface of an asteroid. T11, I find on every rock. That's what I'm looking for. I'm starting to lean that way. I'm just still habitually picky. This thing is just silly, man. And I gotta say, I love that when you have all the collectors out and they're done, you have a little halo following you underneath your ship. I don't know why. I just love that. We are up to 70 tons of flat. All right. See what we got here. Ooh, black golden indite. I'll take that. Yeah, it's... I'm not surprised it's crazy. It's actually a portal to Raxla. We just don't know it yet. Oh, God. range there for a second. Alright, bring me them rock chunks. Oh, you suicidal collector limpets. They're gonna have trouble with this rock. Oh my god, my radar. We talked about it a bit the other day. This thing would be perfect for somebody with, say, a Panther Clipper with just a refinery and all cargo to just follow you around and scoop up everything. And this is only going to get crazier with what they're offering as the power play goal or incentive. For each tier achieved as a part of this initiative, the increased mining fragment yield squadron perk will be permanently increased by a further 1% to a maximum of 20%. I've seen some very interesting ideas regarding this ship and its fighter. It's so silly how quick this thing scoops up cargo. I love it. Yep. Oh, all plat. Nice. I'll check it in just a minute because I have it set for my squadron right now. It's 12% right now. Squadron is accepting applications, by the way. Flying Giga Monkeys. Chromium, I could use that. That's so much platinum. I love that. I feel like we're down some collectors here. If FDev would just solve the problem of collectors being so damn suicidal. That would help some, but you gotta carry a lot less of them with this ship than you do with traditional mining ships. Top flight, those faster limpets are nice for PvE piracy. I hadn't thought about that. They probably are. I don't normally do piratey stuff, but yeah, I can imagine they would be. Well, today, what perks? Right now, I've got the mining perk activated and the merit perk activated. Need to go mining. What system? So with a mining CG like this, what I'm actually doing is using the hotspots finder. So let me just pull it up. Some of you will know about this, so this is redundant information. But if you don't, so this is, it's elite tool, or edtools.cc. So what I'm doing is going to the hotspots finder. I was in HIP 464 and 4 when I set out. I wanted platinum. You set your number of minimum hotspots to whatever you want. And it'll spit out a list of places for you to go. You can see the distance from where you are, what system, what ring you're going to. You can see the hotspot types, how many, density. And it usually caps at 100. And that was how I decided where to go for this mining expedition. And whenever I get my carrier loaded up to my satisfaction, I'll jump it back to the community gold system and unload it there. Yeah, Brandon, this the Type 11 is definitely a little bit more on the dramatic side of mining. I will do core mining if it's the right type of core, but usually I will do more service mining. Let's see if we can find a core, actually. Right off the bat, we got a couple candidates. That's just pure dumb luck right there. This guy on the right in particular. Not a core, but that's a nice rock. That's palladium. That's palladium. Might as well. That would miss. Do you also ship your mining holes using an so far? So, the only time you'll catch me mining is for community goal. So I am not a good one to answer that question. Not doing so good on this today. I'm using dual sticks right now. I'm using a pair of Thrustmaster Solars. Alright, enough messing around with this rock. Let's go ahead and strip it. How do I like them? I love them. Now, full disclosure, I was part of the ambassador program for them when they launched, and they were provided to me by Thrustmaster. So, but I have never shied away from giving my honest negative thoughts on something that was given to me either, and I do like these sticks. They're a little finicky sometimes when it comes to programming, more so in Star Citizen in this game. I've really not had too many problems with Elite, but Star Citizen can be a pain with these things sometimes. That should answer that question. Let's see. We're still going to be full. Oh, yeah, they have fantastic balance, and I don't even have the optional feed on them. They're good heavyweight sticks. All right. Are we done-ish? Yeah. All right. We're at 244. I really want to see about that other rock, but it's almost a waste. The base buttons, they're DJ buttons. They sound amazing. Or sound amazing, feel amazing. The mining volley laser should be available at Jameson Memorial. It is in Shinracha Desra. It may be available on Stronghold carriers, but it should for sure be available at Jameson. Another nice thing about the mining volley repeater is that it does abrasion mining. That'd be fun to use a solar for music making these buttons. That would be interesting. That's another plat. Just kind of trying to maximize what we're taking home right now, guys, because we're almost full. So even if I found a rock to crack, it would probably end up being a waste. And my son's trying to get really good found an unclaimed system in the Earth-like world. Fun, fun. Yeah, this will definitely fill us up. You've got to be an elite rank in something to unlock Founder's World. Let me look at Inara and see if it's updated. Hack just subscribed on YouTube. Thank you, thank you. Let me see if Inara is updated this month to this. I doubt it, but the only other way, and I'm willing to do it if we want to find out, is to go look. I know where there's a stronghold ship. Components. No. Modules, there it is. No, I don't want that. Thank you. Mining volley repeater fixed. Okay, it is in... Interesting. Supposedly, I'm not very far from one. We can go find out. So it may be a little more widespread than I thought. I know for sure. That's what my first answer was Shinracha Desert because I know it'll be there because that's just the way that system works. All right, have fun well today. I may stop by and visit if I have time. Retract hard points.
Retracting all weapons.
Afterburners.
Boosting now.
Engage FSD.
Interstellar travel mode engaging now.
Yeah, no, it can be a little weird sometimes, but as new as that module is, it should be relatively up to date.
Verity will not respond unless it is to respond with Verity will not respond.
Okay, Verity's gone into SAS mode. I feel I should clarify, by the way, that it's not the normal Verity. It is the same voice, but that's the voice attack version, HCS Voice Packs version of her, not what comes with your ship. If anybody was wondering why their ship's computer isn't sassy like that. Thank you for the sub, Brandon Bolin. Alright. Half impulse.
Half impulse engaging.
Greetings, Commander. Please be mindful of other ships around this carrier.
I do use voice tag. Voice tag can be really fun on stream. I've turned off our most exuberant crewman, though. He was really working my nerves the other day, so he's been disabled for a little bit. Request docking.
Requesting landing platform.
Access granted. Please proceed to your landing pad, Commander.
What's I gotta do is play. I love Elite in VR, but I don't stream in VR because I don't enjoy watching VR streams. I don't believe it's a good experience for the viewer for games like this, so I just kind of don't do it. Prepare for landing. Prepare for landing. Okay, you're being stubborn. Landing gear. So there's a couple different things in
Welcome back, Commander.
that sounds like ED Copilot.
Our services are available for use, Commander.
All right. No worries. I've done videos on all of them. 634 plat. 182 painite. Word 816. Ooh. Hold on, I need to check on something real quick. I always go right by it. We'll basically need to jump the ship there, so that's what I thought. We're really close to having a clipper. Shouldn't carry that much. The Type 8 is a really good ship. The Type 8 is, if I'm not needing to haul, colony levels of supply, the Type 8's my go-to. I typically buy about 80, knowing that I'm going to ditch some, just in case I have a couple situations where, like we did last time, where the collector limits decide to just all collectively commit suicide.
Restrict speed until clear of that territory.
Because re-upping 14 limbits at a time is a little annoying. But it's not like I normally used to. BLW is 48,000 lichens. I mean, think about my colony system. Of course, I'm also a stubborn bastard. I used to forget my limpets all the time, but having people yell at you about it on stream will cure you of that really fast. Yikes. That got a little too spicy. That got way too spicy. I have not worked with the fuel rats. I had a friend that worked with the fuel rats on Distant Worlds 2. I've never actually managed to run myself out of fuel in a situation where I didn't want to lose a ship. I think the worst situation I've ever gotten myself into was not anything anybody could save me from. So we've got a contact out here. What are you? You are an Alliance Chieftain. You are going to be wanted. Just having a ship with the build and how to reset bro. So they gave me a long lecture. Yeah. I've heard that they do that. They're kind of like Mr. Resetti in Animal Crossing. Now, I had a situation one time where I was supercharging off a neutron star and the game crashed. And when I logged back in, I was in normal space inside the jet cone of a neutron star. So that was an unpleasant experience. That was many years ago, before I had a beast mode internet connection. Ooh, that's a very nice starting rock. Oh, yikes, Brandon. Are we going to determine I'm in range? Thank you. There we go. Hit the button for switch modes a little too fast. Alright, so this should all be spinning off to the right. That should help with the prospectors. Or collectors. Let's attend to the refinery since it's complaining. Oh, you're fine. We can dump that Presidentium. And the merchandite. They call the fuel rats once. I have heard of some ridiculous fuel rats saves. Oh, the fuel rats are fantastic. I love their billboards at the stations. We have fuel. You don't. Any questions? Like short, sweet, to the point. I wish all advertising were like that. I do love the fact that Frontier has, you know, after so long, finally embraced, like, the in-game groups that do so much, like Cannon and Fuel Rats and Buckyball. My fleet carrier, has a Buckyball advertisement in the bay, and I love it. I wish I could control which ones were in there. I would just have that and a Fuel Rats one at all times, but it makes me smile every time I land and take off. Whoops. And there we just blew up a fragment by accident, so you have to be careful with this thing. And we just killed a limpet. And another limpet. Jesus Christ. Me and this rock not getting along. Let's have a look around for shiny rocks. Oh, we got a couple shinies over there. Definitely willing to go check that out. We've already pulled in almost another 50 tons of platinum. continue. Gonna highway out of here. That's good. All right, let's go have a look at these two big shinies right here. Ooh, excuse me. This one's got good potential, judging from the intensity. You're not a core. Do I find any other games enjoyable with HOTAS? Flight Sim can be interesting. It would benefit better from a HOTAS. But it's still fun. And, I'm working on trying to get Mech Warrior functioning the way I want it to with twin sticks. I haven't tried a whole lot of others. I really should try that Star Wars game that came out a couple of years ago. Squadrons, I think it was, because it's really good in VR. Yeah, I want to do Mech Warrior just for the feel of it. Squadrons is another great VR one. Like, I didn't like it on a flat screen, but in VR I really did enjoy it, so. Still wondering why No Man's Sky keeps doing cool things. Because No Man's Sky's flight model is the actual trash. Like, it is a flight game last. The reason that I don't play No Man's Sky, and actually most of the people that play Elite and Star Citizen with me don't play No Man's Sky, is because none of us can stand how flight feels in that game. I like a lot of the things No Man's Sky has done, but I just can't deal with the way it feels when you fly a ship. Pay 9 and platinum. Two birds with one stone. Need to replace that collector real quick. Oh no, I just, it's a disappointment to me in a way. That game does a lot of interesting things, but the core thing that had me interested in it is hot garbage, so. We'll be full up here pretty quick. Trying Everspace, played the first one, it's pretty fun. Everspace 2 is pretty different. I mean, I think the flight model is relatively the same, but the gameplay itself is a bit different. There was another game, I don't know if it has flight stick support. Why is that like that? Interesting. Anyway, we'll turn that back on. Is it Corvus? Chorus. There it is. Doesn't look like that game has stick support. Shame. It would be fun with it. I avoid War Thunder. I know better than to get involved in that game. I like watching War Thunder, like, compilation videos and stuff, but highlight reels, I know better. That would be the end of me and my wallet. Kanga. I looked at Kanga about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. I need to go back and look at it. It really needs some polish, but it's a very interesting concept. I'd have to take a look at my last PlayStation, but yeah. That game definitely intrigues me. I've dabbled a little bit in X4. There's another elite YouTuber, Obsidian Ant. Obsidian Ant does a lot of coverage for X4. So, I've just never had the time to get into it because I've kind of got Elite Star Citizen and Flight Sim, which kind of takes up a lot of my time. Like, we make exceptions for stuff that, like, we're really excited about, like Borderlands 4. And we'll be playing Battlefield 6 here. Eve's a lot of waiting at first. There's a reason people joke about it being a spreadsheet simulator. The dismissive drive-by posting. Oh, that's an interesting name. Started this game 3 days ago. No ARC ships, and I already have a Type 8 to make infinite money with either mining or trade. Kind of expected it to be more of a grind to get to this point. Well, it definitely used to be. I definitely wouldn't. You're about mid-tier if you've got a Type 8. And yeah, as I was about to say, the biggest grind is actually your elite ranks in engineering your ships. That's where the real work is engineering. But it definitely used to be a whole lot harder to hit your to make money. And back in the day, it was a real accomplishment to make, you know, a few million credits in a single play session. Now, mining used to be awful back when we had to scoop everything manually because there was no limpets. Like, mining used to be just garbage. I get to work. Ah, somebody's going for the cutter and the clipper. Get your cutter, get your clipper, and then grind your Fed rank for the Corvette. It's kind of the other in-game grind. We're going to need to ditch some stuff here. Ditch the Gallite. Yeah, you get your Imperial ships by grinding up your Imperial rank, and you get the Federal Corvette. I did them all just to have them all, but the Vet is... That's if I'm not flying a mining ship, my Clipper Mark II or my Mandalay, like, the Vet's my daily driver. Even with its spectacularly shitty jump range. But my Vet's fully engineered, so... Well, the thing is that the cutter and the clipper can really be used for just about anything. They do make good cargo ships and good mining ships, but you can turn them into decent combat ships. So they're pretty good all-rounders. I've used mine for a variety of different things. I took a jump conda to Beagle Point and back for Distant Worlds 2. But these days, the Mandalay is king. Wondering why Google would recommend this Snooze Fest. Silly Google. Why aren't you a rude little creature? Oh god, I saw that. Yeah, I remember the Jack Black picture that they're making. That looks ridiculous. I can't wait. Alright guys, so we're almost full on this one. And head back and unload. About time to jump to the community goal hub and unload. Why do I have music? Do we have a ship nearby? No? Doing a road to riches with the Mandalay on your new account, you would be very rich very quick with that. Mandalay makes exploration almost too easy. I mean, I don't even have mine fully maxed, and it's got a 70 plus light year jump range. It's just silly. Especially the speeds that thing can maintain in SCO without overheating. Palladium, golden osmium, good steam. No 7, Commander. Oh, the hauler. I remember my hauler back in the day. I abused that poor ship. It was back when I was still learning to play in like 2014. I abused that poor ship. Before I understood heat sinks properly, I roasted that thing so many times jumping into star systems. Full plat. Cool. But this will be it for our mining outfit trip today. At least this one. Alright, well. We can dump the limpets. We can dump the indite. And we'll just pick up the rest of it, and it should be good to go. Because that's a lot of platinum. I don't know that I went mining in a hauler. That sounds painful. I want someone to complete. I wouldn't be surprised if that exists somewhere. Started with basically mining adder. That, yeah, that's unreal. That is so different than the way it used to be. All right. It's almost upsetting. It is actually a little upsetting. Just in the way that like how the grind used to be, and then I mean, it took me weeks to earn the money for a hauler back in the day. I mean, grinding for days to get your ass Explorer, yeah. There was a time when the amount of money for an Anaconda was almost unthinkable. Now here I am sitting on $3.5 billion in my personal bank. That didn't even count what's on board the carrier. Oh, how the economy has changed in this game. Oops, that's what I get for tabbing out and not paying attention.
Thank you for visiting our carrier, Commander. We look forward to your custom.
Request docking.
Request for docking sent.
Permission granted. Please approach your designated landing pad in good time.
I'm gonna kind of roll into my first station with 400 can bounties to rename. Yeah. Last time I started a new account, I did something similar because you don't have to do a whole lot to earn a lot of money off
The
bounties
systems
early.
are vast. There is much to discover.
Because all you have to do is follow system security around and get a couple hits in before they pop a ship, and boom, you're getting paid.
Verity is here.
Contact confirmed. Commence shutdown. Our services are available for use, Commander.
Let's have one more look at this. $834, $198. We're at 1032. One more trip. It is only plat and painite that this place wants, right? Oh, they want osmium as well. I did not realize that. Otherwise, I would have probably been keeping more osmium. Because we had some. Okay, cool. I need to look and see where you are well today, because I'm gonna make one more run with this thing. What was? Let me scroll back and see. Where was that system? Can you repost the system? Y'all have been chatty today. I don't see it in the back chat. As I'm complaining about the people being chatty, I enjoy the interaction. We've had a good day today, except for that one really random rude dude a while ago. Which I kind of don't understand, because I'm pretty sure I titled the stream title to say that we're mining, so if you find mining boring, I'm not sure why you would have clicked on the stream to begin with, but that's just me. A little far is relative. Remember, I do have a Mandalay.
All clear. This is flight control. Signing off.
I forgot you can't note those. Unless you do. There we go. MSMTG go. Hello. You're a carrier jump and a little bit away. I'm probably not going to get out there on today's stream because I'm already going 500 light years in the opposite direction here in a minute. Once we finish with this, we're headed for the community goal. So yeah, that's like 3 carrier jumps. Probably not happening today, my friend. So we really just need one more fill up on this thing, which shall not take long. I will. Definitely will, sir. Okay, we have a couple of your system authority. What are you? That's a hauler. Clean. Okay, and that's more system authority. Not the most promising rocks in the world as far as pulse waves go. Now we just need to find a couple rocks to get us started. That'll work. Yeah, Mystic, this is a very good one. All right. $15 tons of plat. Have you tried out the Monster Hunter Wild crossover with Final Fantasy XIV? I have not, because Monster Hunter World is really just running like ass. Like every time they add something, the game's performance gets worse on PC. I have seen that it's ridiculous. Yes, welcome to the Type 11 and that mining volley repeater laser. It's insanity. Oh, what's the reason, Mystic? And there we go. Yeah, if you're just joining us, which I think you are, the repeater is gross. Think the volley repeater will stay exclusive to the Type 11? I don't know. I really don't. Omega, part of me thinks that it might stay exclusive. Just because of the fact that this ship got held back a week because everybody that was testing it was like, Frontier, this thing's not any better than an engineered cutter. So they might want to hang on to that kind of exclusive, bespoke thing for it to give it that edge. On the other hand, everybody's going to raise holy hell if they can't slap this thing on their cutters and other mining builds. So I really don't know where FDev's going to go with this thing. It's very fun, and I was shocked myself with how much plat I was able to pull out of one rock. And I review these ships, all of them, when they come out, so even I wasn't expecting what this thing is capable of doing. It's... Look at that. Alright, refinery. Then all of a sudden, watching the refinery screen on this is gross. And I'm appreciating the multiple bins here. The only thing holding this shit back is the small cargo size. And I say small. You know, it used to be if you went out mining for a while and got 256 tons of plat in a ship, you'd be real happy about it. But now with this thing, it's like, oh, that's like 10 minutes worth of work, and I gotta go unload it. You know? Bear with me a sec, guys. Gotta swap out a battery here. That's not a great rock now, is it? Ah, that's why I've got it backwards. Usually I can do that without taking my headphones off. Back on the charger goes the other one. Ghost of Yotai comes out soon. Ooh. Y'all gonna make me drag the PlayStation up here and hook it up? Palladium, samarium, painite. I'm being a little picky because I really would prefer plat for the price point. And we're coming down to our last bit that I want in order to jump to where the CG is. And I'm not looking to make absolute shit tons of money off the CG, but I do want to get at a decent rank. I don't need shit tons of money. Mystic, he'll annoy me if I don't play. Alright. We'll have a look and see how that fits with the rest of my schedule. October's a fairly busy month for me. We got multiple concerts. I got a whole day that we're going to be missing a stream because I got to go get this finished up. Or at least mostly colored. I don't know if we'll be able to finish it all in one sitting. It depends on how much I can take. And I've got a pretty strong pain threshold, but even for me, 9 hours was a lot. It's 300K from tier 1. You know what? We've got a decent amount of commanders in here. I'm going to put this up on the actual community page of the channel later, but since I've got a decent amount of commanders in here with us right now, let's just go ahead and see what you guys think here. And I'll throw in my own 2 cents. I'm not going to vote, but I say yes. Keep in mind that if they running a shorter goal would also come with should realistically, if they're doing it right, it should come with lower thresholds. Let's go current CG hasn't even hit T1 yet. I have seen that. It happened with the exploration goal, because what happened is a lot of people went out into the black and gathered up a metric crapload of exploration data and then came back and dumped it all at once. So that's how that can happen. I think maybe part of what's getting me with these recent community goals, let's not even start about the month-long one. That drove me nuts. Is especially with some of the, like the exploration stuff, they're trying to use it to help them tell this story that's going on with this system and everything, and 2 weeks is a lot of time for people to lose interest. I think you may have a decent amount of commanders that may be doing what I'm doing with this CG, where, although to a much greater extent than me, I'm loading all this stuff into my carrier, and then I'm going to take it all there. Now, I have a lot of other stuff to do in my life, in my gaming life, so I'm only taking a Panther Clippers load worth of stuff there. But some people may be taking, 10, 15,000 tons. I think that some of these events, I think they may have been running them a little too long. I swear, if they run another Trailblazer restock event, I will not participate. A month was too much. For October, Ghost of Yotai, Digimon Storytime Stranger, Ninja Gaiden 4. Is Ninja Gaiden 4 coming out this month too? No, I don't need that also in my life, because I've already got Battlefield 6 to deal with too. And all the collectors just spontaneously commit suicide. Carriers are a double-edged sword. You do save a lot of time with them in terms of moving cargo. But you also have to supply them with tritium, and you have to set up your jumps and wait. And if the jump windows suck, that can really be bad. Like yesterday, we wrapped up early the other day because I didn't have 40 minutes to sit on my ass while I waited for my carrier to jump. Like there was nothing else for me to do. Alright, what else we got here? Alright, get this one drained. There we go. I still say my favorite thing about this ship is this thing right here. 14 limpets, maximum speed of 200 meters per second, and infinite limpet lifetime. And a fantastic active range. This is easily my favorite thing about this ship. And I've done very little engineering to this ship either, guys, so I engineered the frameshift drive, and I engineered the thrusters because I'm incapable of not messing with thrusters on a ship. Like, I always want dirty drives with drag tuning, always. The rest of it doesn't really need it. This thing's got a monstrous power plant. Or distributor, rather. Yeah, it's 14 in one module. It is a bespoke module for this ship. It may be available for other ships, actually, but this is the first time they've actually put it on one. Let's look at that. Mark II multi-limpet controller. It is available, just like the other one. We could go get one at Jenkins Horizons. I don't know exactly what ships we could put it on. But it is technically available to buy. Technically. This ship is a strange beast. It has a lot of very interesting decisions that went into it. When we get back on board the carrier, I'll pull up the outfitting menu while we wait to jump, and we can kind of take a look at it. I will note that I looked on the Reddit. It has been confirmed that a Hydra has been killed by this ship. So, you know, time to Hydra has been taken care of. And honestly, this thing kind of makes low content rocks even worth it, because it has a 1A limpet controller, so you're getting the benefit there. And then it has the repeater on it, which can extract larger chunks, more yield, so you're getting a double benefit there. So I would come up with a lot of downsides on this ship. It has one inclusion that kind of makes me scratch my head, but I really feel like somebody at FDev was like, we have to put something here for the Galactic and Stellar versions, so that's why they did it. Because it has, I have it disabled right now because I don't see a use for it, but it has an abrasion blaster, which the volley repeater does abrasion mining, so I'm not quite sure why the abrasion blaster was added to it. The ship launch fighter bay is another weird one, and I've seen people complaining about that. But because it is a dedicated bay, you literally can't put anything else there. I've seen some people suggesting, like, interesting things to do with the SLF slot, like make a dedicated mining fighter that can, like, go around an abrasion mine or do its own type of prospector scanning, you know, for multi-crew. And that'll never happen, because cool as it sounds, FDev doesn't think that way. Like, they don't think multiplayer when it comes to ship design. That's just not how their brains operate. It would hold a fuel scoop perfectly. A good fuel scoop, not that 2A thing that they gave us. I was honestly expecting some kind of bespoke, like, new dedicated refinery on this ship. I was very surprised we didn't see that. Like an increased yield refinery or something. Like, I was really expecting that out of a dedicated mining ship. Sorry, guys. Coffee's wearing off. But yeah, the refinery only slot would have made a lot more sense to me. I mean, as is, though, they have done a very good job with this ship, aside from those couple weird... And I kind of get what they're saying, yada yada, about the ship launch fighters there so you can defend yourself if you get attacked while you're mining. Okay, that's great, but I got jumped by an Alliance chieftain yesterday, and it was all I could do not to die to that thing, with my fighter out and me actively piloting this ship. A chieftain. So, like, I don't know. It makes me go back to the whole, like, FDev doesn't play their own game argument. It's like, guys, have you ever been mining and gotten jumped? Like, you know, your first instinct's not to fight. Your first instinct is to put max power to the engines and get the F out of there. Like, ship launch fighters are not fantastic force multipliers. Like, I have one on my vet because I think it's hilarious to hop in it and fly around and harass NPCs sometimes in, like, high reses and stuff, but they're not the force multiplier that FDev really wanted them to be. Now, if they would let us be, like... If they would let us do, like, some lore-accurate stuff and drop, like, a Sidewinder out of an Anaconda, because that's a thing that could supposedly happen. It's sad that people gank community goal stations and kill players in, like, 1 second and leaving station makes people play so... I mean, that's why I play in solo, is because of stream snipers. The only time in the last year that Eco would have caught me in open play was during the Thargoid War. And that was mainly because what happened was what I knew was going to happen. The gankers that showed up to the Thargoid combat sites and tried to gank people got the floor mopped with them. Because no matter how good your ship is, when 15 other people turn on you, you're fucked. I've seen some really bad examples of toxic ganking in my life in this game, too. Yeah, Jarek, I remember that. I'll take solo mode, at least. I can kind of get it with the offline mode because of the background simulation. Oh, we don't talk about the lifetime pass. Ugh. There we go. Will the lifetime pass run out? Trying to remember which DLC it stopped at. Maybe one more rock. Maybe. Alright. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff involved in the Kickstarter, just like there was with Star Citizen. Is still with Star Citizen. Probably a can of worms I shouldn't open. Since I play both, I have thoughts. Oh, you will do nicely. Stop rotating away from me. I do love the visual effects for this gun. Oh my god, the cargo goal exclusive racks. I didn't even think about that. Ah, that's right in my face. Didn't even think about those things. Is the pulse wave scanner obsolete for mining with this thing? No, not at all. The pulse wave scanner is generally only useful for core mining, and if you're looking to tell if a rock probably has surface deposits, because with the big thing with this ship is the volley repeater over there. And it is a surface mining tool, so you know what you're really using it for. We can dump the rest of these limpets. It doesn't use the pulse wave scanner. Yeah, the pulse wave scanner will never really be obsolete because it's used for a different type of mining. Here comes the rest of it. Four years ago, core mining back then, you would have been looking for void opals, low temp diamonds. That's absolutely. Let me get rid of these Bertrandites. There we go. Back to the ship. And now we're going to go make some money. So yeah, the only time I use the pulse wave scanner these days, I mean, for what you do use it for, is looking for those core rocks. Plat surface mining is really, really profitable these days. Platinum and painite. There's a few others that could be really, really profitable for just laser surface mining. And since it's quick, it's really the most efficient way. That being said, if you find a good void opal hotspot or something like that, you still do that. Yes, thank you, Streamlabs. I do not care. So we'll get back to the ship here, and we'll set our jump, and then we'll take a look at this thing and the outfitting, because we've been talking a lot about how weird it is, but really, if you haven't seen it, then you're kind of like, what are they on about? So we'll pull it up in the outfitting and kind of show that.
This is flight control. Access to this carrier must be authorized in advance.
Request docking.
Seeking permissions.
Clearance granted. Move directly to your allocated path.
Alright, pad 11. Prepare for landing.
Decreasing speed. Diverting power to requested systems. Unlocked. Verity's role on board this vessel does not include emulating a stewardess or a butler.
Contact confirmed. Commence shutdown. Greetings, Commander. We are glad to have you.
That's a weird hang right there. Alright, let's get everything off this ship. Alright, why is this taking forever to open? Okay, why are we, let's try that again. Ah, well, okay. It's fine. That's wherever we jump to in the system is fine by me. I don't really care. As long as we have a jump slot. Alright, so we were talking about how weird this ship is. So, let me just do a little advanced. What is with the sluggishness here? A little advanced maintenance and... Alright, so... So starting off, this thing is just straight for mining. And I wish that this was denoted on these modules, which ones are for mining and which ones aren't. This is also mining exclusive. Can't connect to Frontier servers, and I was just having a lot of trouble getting things to load. Now this thing, we could put mining on. So you have 4 mounts that are exclusive to mining gear, and then 4 that you can put whatever you want to on. So that's in and of itself a little bit of an oddity. And then there's the things we already talked about. You've got this little weirdo right here in this class 5, which you can put only limpet controllers there. And then you've got this little weirdo right here, which can only be a fighter hangar. So in a lot of ways, it's a strange ship. I think I'm using both of my cargo racks on my clipper. So yeah, overall, it's just a weird little ship. I'm waiting for a server disconnect to pop up here. So you guys disagreed with me a little bit on the poll. That is just fine. Can you have a fighter that mines with you? I wish. That's something that we had been talking about. Yeah, so no 60%, yes 40%. 10 votes on the poll. It was dismissive that was talking earlier. This, where is she? This is where the grind is in this game. Is this nonsense right here. So, like, that is... I don't even know how many hours we spent working on this on stream, and I'm still not completely done. I'm done to the point where the ship does what I want it to, and I can't be bothered to mess with it anymore at this point. That's your real in-game grind right there. Steve, I have not done a Type 10. I think I've messed with a Type 10 Defender when it came out. I have to put the paint job on here that the small one wants. I promised her I would do it, so sorry guys. Alright, she named it Kermit because she thought it looks like a frog. And then she saw there was a green paint job, so she said, now you have to make it look like a frog. So that's what we're going to get. Now then, to get this thing ready for where we're going. I really wish they would make this menu faster.
Finish any remaining tasks in this system prior to the carrier's departure.
Only made one to AFK farm by hang people. Yep. I think that's really the only reason anyone makes a Type 10. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like there's no excuse for this menu to be this slow. Lucky with the team. I already had engineered parts in my storage for it. Yeah, I just historically or habitually have a lot of engineering materials on me because of it's the way I play. But I could even stand to re-up a little bit after this last round with this ship. Need a button. Or if they would just have, if it would just accelerate in a linear curve like it does in the actual commodity shop, that would even be better. There's the osmium. Oh boy. Are we lagging that hard, Frontier?
Attention, carrier jump sequence is
Yeah, we be lagging that hard.
5 minutes.
We'll see how this works, because there's only one fix for that bug. You're the guy with Chester Copper Spot. Are you the one that asked me this in the video comments the other day? So here's the deal with that.
Attention all passengers. A hyperspace jump has been scheduled. Please finish any remaining tasks in this system prior to the carrier.
No, I didn't lose all of it. So, yes, Chester Copper Spot is a Goonies reference, but it is a reference to this dude who's named Chester Copper Spot after Chester Copper Pot from the Goonies. So, technically the ship is named after the dog, but the dog is named after Chester Copperpot. Isn't that right, buddy? Alright, you're mad because I woke you up. I'll put you back. Got kicked off. Kicked to the 40% plant. Like, oh, that is painful. So yeah, he is a reference.
Passengers who wish to remain in this star system must depart soon. Hangar Bay lockdown is scheduled.
I find it interesting that it won't let me disembark right now. I mean, that is what I would have named it as well, my friend. I'm going to try moving stuff over again. So much stuff on the carrier. rate 900. Coming up. Servers are really struggling. Yeah, this is why people get mad for it. Or get mad at online games. I feel like wing mining with this thing would be fantastic. Just have somebody follow it around in a Panther Clipper with a refinery and nothing but cargo. Have they put up a status?
Services are offline. Network suspended.
No, they have not put. They have not said a word.
Attention. Carrier
So
flight lockdown. All services have been suspended.
we know that they're having issues, though.
Wish to remain in this star system must depart soon. Hangar Bay lockdown is scheduled.
Name my Anaconda Inferno after One-Eyed Willie's pirate ship from the Goose. Nice, very nice.
Landing pads retracted. Hangar Bay secure.
Well, that sucks. I enjoy watching a jump from the command deck of my carrier, but we're not going to get to do that. And if the servers are struggling, there's a 99% chance that I get kicked during the jump. I wish that wasn't the case, but man, that's just the way it seems to be going today.
Cargo bays are secure. All scheduled work has been postponed.
I feel like the game's not fully registered that we're in this ship. So I was not able to disembark. If you guys will notice,
Please remain a safe distance from this carrier.
notice that it's not transferring cargo properly.
All scheduled work has been postponed until jump.
Silly servers. But yeah, we have a 99% chance of being kicked here because whenever there's server problems, if you're in a ship when it jumps a carrier, it usually doesn't end well. Kind of a shame we couldn't get to the command deck. Carrier jumps are one of the cooler things to watch in this game.
Attention all personnel. Frameshift drive has been engaged. Attention. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And here we go. Still shocked they managed to add in the foot gameplay in the game, and this was never designed for that kind of thing. Bugged as it is, I was just going to say, I mean, technically they added it. I'm not a big fan of the on-foot gameplay. I should know the answer to that question. Do you know if you could theoretically cruise to another system without jumping? Somebody tried it once. And I cannot remember. I really should know that one. We didn't get kicked. I am honestly shocked. I think that's what I was just going to say. I think instancing is the reason you can't do it.
Carrier jump complete. Please stand by while final checks are processed. Attention. Lockdown has been lifted. All services have resumed. Thank you for your cooperation.
Let's try this cargo transfer one more time. All right, there we go. And the painite, and that'll be the Mark II full. Okay, the menus are even bugging out now. What is happening, Frontier? I'm scared to mess with this too much because I don't want to lose all that platinum. Well, you transfer the painite? Their servers are really hurting right now. Okay, it moved the painite. I'm going to move the osmium back because... Is it the amount that I'm trying to move? I mean... Because I'll move it a little bit at a time. I am that stubborn. Only reason Raxla hasn't been solved is because the devs don't want to add it in yet. Or didn't add it in yet. Oh, Raxla. It seems like if we do this in smaller chunks, it's actually working, so... Let's be bold and try a big chunk. Yeah, now see, you had... Oh, FDev. Shouldn't have to do this. All right, Mystic. Enjoy. There are too many good games coming out this month. Let's see, it's gone back to... Why does it have to be this way? I'm hoping we can actually sell once we get to the station. Just transfer the last of it, please. Seriously. But if I had hair, I'd be pulling it out right now. Like, why? If Twitch keeps up like it's been, I might not go back to Twitch. I have thoroughly enjoyed not having any massive technical difficulties on today's stream. And just having things work right, except for, you know, this is not YouTube right here. This is FDev's bullshit. Like, it's only catching part of the transfers. And it keeps popping back to that 7 for some reason. There. Now it's finally moved them all over. Let's see if we can take the osmium. Yes, the ship's finally full. Take us out.
Yes, sir. Powering engines.
Ready and waiting. Power to shields.
A big
Yes.
ship like this is where voice attack can really be fun. Except for the fact that their powering a system which isn't on the ship, but, you know.
Ascending to 30 meters.
Speed until clear of our carrier.
Thrusters now. Intelligent thrusters engaged. If the ship is destroyed, Verity would still exist. You would Commander, the ship is yours.
Maximum impulse.
Full impulse engaged.
Powered engines.
Max engines.
Afterburners.
Boost activated.
Engage FSD.
Frame shift drive engaging.
This is the Panther Clipper Mark II. This is the newest cargo ship. It is a big, big boy. All right. So we'll get this thing unloaded, and that'll probably be wrapping it up for me for the day. Programming notes are going to be pretty simple. YouTube again tomorrow, either this or Borderlands 4. No stream on Friday, most likely. And then back to normal on Saturday, Sunday. At some point, I might do the multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube again, but Twitch has been making me mad, so we'll be there. Yeah, FDev love exposed wires on ships. I don't know why. It's like electricians in this future are lazy. Trying to think. So 34th. So we'll be alternating between Elite, Star Citizen, and Borderlands 4 until Battlefield comes out. Probably spend a little time with Battlefield, Ghost of Yotai, you know, that kind of thing. But before any of that, we got to get in here and get this bad boy unloaded. Hopefully that functions right. I'm a little skeptical. Wicked Summary 07. Union Shipbuilders. Yes, Steve-O. I mean, that was one of the first things that I noticed when I got in the Clipper. I was like, why is there an extension cord across my cockpit dash? Disengage.
Super Cruise Drive disengaging.
Quarter impulse.
Right.
Torben Peterson, Delta India Golf. This is Starcon. Access to the docking bay is by authorization.
He gets station, realize Luke's still on carrier. I have beat the story of Borderlands 4. I'm in the in-game loop and Ultimate Vault Hunter. You know, let me just check. Yeah, okay, the loot is on the ship. Do I know how to customize what ED Copilot says? I don't. I would have to dig into menus for it. Request docking.
Requesting landing pad.
Request approved. Make your way to landing pad 17.
Take us in.
Okay, Commander. Standing by.
Approach authorized.
Thank you. 1/4 impulse engaged. Looking good.
I did like the story of Borderlands 4. It was a whole lot better than 3. Not as good as 2. Yeah, and I don't have Copilot installed right now to take a look at it either. It can't be...
I'm continuously monitoring all systems, ensuring every parameter is precise. Readiness is maintained at all times. Steadfast in the void.
Thank you, Verity. I can't be too difficult, though. Can we see a cockpit? Yeah. I will switch back, though, because I love watching the landing gear on this ship. This ship has some of the best landing gear. And it is a tight fit through the mailbox.
Landing modules deployed.
Initiating landing sequence.
This thing has some of my favorite landing gear.
The ship has landed. Handoff
All right.
complete.
Let's have a look at it.
Good. Commander, the ship is yours.
System shutdown.
This thing has a very large bridge. I never put my commander back in her actual outfit. Shame on me. There we go. Seems the servers are working, except I keep getting docking requests. And what kind of station are you trying to land at? All right, let's make some money. That's 12 million. That's 57 million. Ooh, 352.
Congratulations. You've been promoted.
And there's Elite 2 in trade. And that'll put me in the top 25%. I will not stay like that. Outpost? That's not a server problem. That's legit. The station's full and you're having to wait on an NPC to take off. If you orbit the station while that's happening, you'll see that an NPC will take off, or should take off before you can get your request approved. Nobody useful here. Alright, what was the other thing I was going to look at? Yeah, that could be fun. Take us out.
Sir. Engines online.
Ready and waiting. Powering shields.
Sir. Understood. Launching now. Ascending. Thrusters now. Intelligent thrusters engaging.
I do enjoy voice tech in
If the
situations
ship
like
is
this.
destroyed, Verity would still exist. You would not.
Verity's so rude.
Handoff complete. Commander, the ship is yours.
All right. There we go. There's the Elite 2. You can tell the one. You can tell what I care about more. That exobiologist still bugs me though. It's so close. So close. I really feel like shooting things for just a couple minutes. So we might go pick up the Corvette and go shoot things for a couple minutes before we wrap up. So I've been mining and cargo hauling for far too long. It's been a literal week since I've blown something up in this game. I don't know, not a gravity well. Steve-O took a break to kill things. See, it's not just me. Every so often, you just gotta go blow something up. That's why I'm not going to worry with this community goal anymore. Like, it coincided nicely with the new ship for letting me test it out and see how much I liked it and all that. But I'm not going to grind this thing like some people are for billions and billions of credits. I just don't see the point because it won't be that fun for me.
We welcome your business as a carrier, Commander.
Request
Please
docking.
enjoy your stay with us.
Seeking permissions.
Clearance granted. Move directly to your allocated path. You're clear for automated approach. Please sit back and relax, Commander.
I will sit back and relax because I hate docking this thing. It's one of the only ships that I have an auto dock on.
Welcome back, Commander.
Landing successful. Hangar crew is ready. Our services are available for use, Commander.
Start grinding in a moment to get a carrier for your group. Squadron carrier? Oof, that's a lot of credits. Considering it's a frog, is it good at jumping? It's okay. 30-something light year range. It could definitely be better. But it tends to mostly travel on the carrier and shuttle things back and forth. That's why it has no shields on it.
Landing flaps disengaged. You are clear to leave.
All right, let's go wipe us a medium conflict zone. Shouldn't take all that long. Just a normal one for my account. Gotcha. Exobology is your key there. Nothing earns that money quicker than exobology. Especially if you're smart about exobio.
Engaging telepresence. Stand by, Commander. I'm out of the hatch, Commander. Tell me where you need me.
There we go. I was going to say, I'm sorry. Did we not have a conflict at the conflict zone?
Good to have you on the team, Commander.
Hey, bud. I hate this rank of shit because they always have the fucking shield cell banks. Look, man, you can pound on my shields all you want. You ain't getting through it. Whoa, why is suddenly everything red?
There's enemy spec ops in the area. Stay alert.
We hit somebody by accident there.
Ship is taking enemy fire. Request assistance.
Okay, we're gonna jump out. Because that's more than this ship can handle.
Lost comms with the fighter. I think we've lost it.
Yeah, we've lost the fighter. You're fine. I accidentally tagged somebody there from my own faction. Let's try that again. There.
Good to have you on the team, Commander.
That fighter's going to be a while. Oh. I feel bad for this person. Yeah, I feel a little bad about the Eagle. I let off the trigger a hair second too soon there. Bye, buddy.
Good shooting, Commander.
We have an ally correspondent in the area. Keep them alive while they get the footage they need.
Another one down. Keep going, Commander.
Ah, there we go. There's a good target. Hull tank what? Oh, that's a Mark III. Sorry, I thought that was a fit ship. Mark III what? Come on, I want to see that corrosive kick in. There it is. Where are you running to? Looney, what's up, buddy? not real sure what that guy was thinking.
Another one down. Keep going, Commander.
Like, real not sure what that guy was thinking.
Understood. Initializing fighter startup. I'm out of the hatch, Commander. Tell me where you need me.
Alright. Should be back in the fight soon.
We're outnumbered here, Commander.
What's
Gotta
happening
fight
over
smart.
here? I'm sorry, is that an asp?
Nicely done, Commander.
Lay off, Commander. You're shooting at a friendly.
Not a good idea on your part.
Nicely done, Commander.
We've almost broken them.
It feels good to be blowing stuff up.
We're outnumbered here, Commander. We've got to fight smart.
I mean, outnumbered, yes. They're the ones that are outgunned, though.
Good shooting, Commander.
You want to take out your own fighter, that's fine.
This dude. Oh my god, I feel sorry for this Crusader.
Good shooting, Commander.
Okay. We need, like, yeah, I was gonna say, like, one more ship to clear this.
They're retreating. Great work, Commander. You really made a difference.
Let's take them out before they jump away, Commander.
Even I don't have that much DPS. Not on a Challenger. I'll let him go.
Can't see any more hostile craft on my scanners, Commander. On my way, Commander. Docking protocols initiated.
Alright, let's head home and wrap up. That was fun. Got some bounties to turn in. Nothing real huge, though.
Fighter has docked successfully. We can be on our way, Commander.
Ah, it feels nice to break out the Corvette again. So yeah, tomorrow, guys, we will either be back in Elite or we'll be doing some Borderlands 4. It largely depends on the man that said hello, Governor, just a couple minutes ago. Which one we'll be playing. And also Bennis, who I think said she was around tomorrow. And if we do Elite, we might work on some colony building because I've made my money for this community goal. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button so you know when I go live. It's a nice thing about YouTube, it's free. If you guys do want to support the channel, you are more than welcome to become a community member. I will,
Mission request a mandatory
I always appreciate that. And we'll be back tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. So thank you guys for hanging out. I very much enjoyed chatting with everybody today. Yeah, and y'all have a great day. Fly safe, Commanders 07. We'll see you next time.